In our previous videos, we explored the legal reforms and the mineral portfolio. Now comes the hard part. Because in Venezuela, the biggest challenge is not what is underground, it is getting it out. Venezuela's mining logistics are in a reconstruction phase. Rail systems that once moved iron ore to port operate at a fraction of capacity. Fluvial transport on the Orinoco is equally degraded, forcing reliance on expensive road transport. For bulk commodities, transport efficiency determines profitability. Right now, the infrastructure makes too many projects marginal. The Guri Dam provides 70% of Venezuela's electricity, cheap, renewable hydroelectric power, a massive advantage on paper. But the grid suffers chronic instability and transmission bottlenecks. Aluminum smelters run at less than 15% capacity, largely because of unreliable power. Any serious investment must factor in grid rehabilitation or private power generation, both adding significant cost. Puerto Ordaz and Port of Palua need major modernization. The total cost for rehabilitating rail, roads, rivers, the grid, and ports? Between $15 and $25 billion over 2 to 3 years. That is massive, but it is also the defining opportunity. Whoever helps solve the infrastructure gap gains a structural advantage in one of the richest mineral territories on Earth. In large parts of the mining regions, particularly the Orinoco Mining Arch, the state does not have full territorial control. Guerrilla groups and criminal syndicates have filled the vacuum, controlling mine sites and smuggling routes. The impact varies by mineral. Gold and coltan face the highest security risks. Iron and coal are lower but still meaningful. The mercury crisis has contaminated roughly 90% of local populations. Indigenous communities bear the heaviest burden. Venezuelan gold carries a conflict mineral designation, creating major compliance barriers for international buyers. ESG is not a checkbox, it determines market access. Securing social license requires deep engagement with indigenous communities. The formalization roadmap prioritizes the Minamata Convention for mercury elimination, followed by OECD protocols and NI 43101 certification. It is a long road, but each step creates a clearer, more investable framework. Every investor needs to understand the Venezuela discount. Minerals trade at 15 to 25% below global benchmarks due to logistics, insurance, and political risk perception. That sounds like a disadvantage, but it means entry costs are significantly lower than comparable jurisdictions. For the right risk appetite, the discount creates the upside. Projected returns: gold at 28% ROI, nickel at 21% post-production. Strategic metals CAGR of 6.5% through 2035. Compelling numbers, contingent on the U.S. participation framework's stability. Let us bring the entire series together. In Video 1, we saw the 2026 mining law transforming Venezuela into a joint venture model with flexible royalties, U.S. participation, and 85% capital repatriation. In Video 2, we explored a world-class mineral portfolio. Gold for 70 years, iron ore being revitalized, low-carbon aluminum potential, and critical minerals the energy transition needs. And in this video, we confronted the real challenges: a $15 to $25 billion infrastructure gap, serious security risks, an environmental crisis demanding ESG compliance, and a financial outlook that projects returns few frontier markets can match. Venezuela is not a simple investment. It is a complex one. But for partners willing to navigate the framework, invest in infrastructure, and commit to responsible practices, the potential is extraordinary. This has been the Venezuela Mining Outlook 2026. Thank you for watching.